What if I told you that some PC games are so massive, they could single-handedly fill up your hard drive? Yes, we're diving into the colossal world of the top 10 biggest PC games by install size. These aren't just games, they're storage-devouring beasts. So grab some popcorn and maybe an external SSD because we're about to explore titles so massive, you'll need a weekend just to download them. Let's jump right in. Number 10, Red Dead Redemption 2, 150 gigabytes. Imagine the Wild West, but supersized. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it's a time machine to 1899. You play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw balancing loyalty to his gang with his own moral compass. But let's face it, half the fun isn't even in the story. It's in accidentally riding your horse off cliffs or getting stomped by a moose because you thought you could take it in a fistfight. Why does it take up so much space? Well, Rockstar Games decided that every blade of grass, every ripple in the water, and even every tuft of fur on a squirrel deserved high-resolution detail. And then there's the online mode, Red Dead Online, where you can live out your cowboy fantasies or just troll people by lassoing them off their horses. Either way, your hard drive's crying for help. Number 9. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, a 150 gigabytes. This isn't just a game, it's the entire planet in digital form. Microsoft Flight Simulator lets you soar over 1.5 billion buildings, 2 trillion trees, and occasionally your own house, if you're feeling extra nosy. Want to see Mount Everest without breaking a sweat? Done. Curious what flying through a hurricane feels like? Buckle up because real-time weather is a thing here. Oh, and let's not forget the planes. From tiny Cessnas to massive commercial jets, every cockpit is so detailed it feels like you're training to be a real pilot. But with a 150 gigabyte install size, this game practically says, your computer's my runway now. Number 8, Forspoken, 150 gigabytes. Forspoken is what happens when you combine New York City attitude with magical parkour. You play as Frey, who gets sucked into a fantasy land called Athia, armed with a sarcastic talking bracelet named Cuff. Together, they fight evil sorceresses in a world-shattering blight called The Break. Here's where that 150 gigabytes goes. Stunning open-world landscapes, mind-blowing spells, and enough special effects to rival a Hollywood blockbuster. Plus, Frey's magic-enhanced parkour makes you feel like Spider-Man, but with fireballs. Just remember to double-check your SSD space before downloading. This game doesn't mess around. Number 7, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 155 gigabytes. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, someone forgot to optimize the file size. Star Wars Jedi Survivor takes the already incredible gameplay of its predecessor, Fallen Order, and dials it up to 11. With 5 unique lightsaber stances, expanded maps, and enemies so tough they'll make Darth Vader seem like a chill guy, this game is massive in every sense of the word. And don't even get me started on customization. Want Cal Kestis to rock a mullet and a pink poncho? Go for it. But at 155 gigabytes, this one's practically its own Death Star. Number 6, Forza Horizon 5, 156.6 gigabytes. Ever dreamt of speeding through the vibrant landscapes of Mexico in your dream car? Forza Horizon 5 lets you do just that. No speeding tickets required. This game is gorgeous. We're talking lush jungles, sprawling deserts, and a towering snow-capped volcano, all rendered in jaw-dropping detail. And the cars? Hundreds of them, fully customizable down to the color of the brake calipers. It's not just a racing game, it's a love letter to car enthusiasts. But be warned, once you've tasted 4K Mexico, you'll never go back. Number 5, Destiny 2, 165 gigabytes. Destiny 2 isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. Whether you're defending the last city from spacefaring villains or just goofing around in multiplayer, this sci-fi epic has something for everyone. The install size? Let's just say the developers packed every ounce of epic into it. Between cinematic storylines, intense co-op raids, and PvP battles where hunters and titans argue over who's better, hint, it's the Warlocks, 165 gigabytes suddenly feels justified, kind of. Number 4, Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, 175 gigabytes. It wouldn't be a biggest games list without Call of Duty. Black Ops Cold War brings classic FPS action with a twist, branching storylines and multiple endings. Oh, and don't forget Zombies mode. Nothing says happy gaming like fighting off hordes of the undead with a rocket launcher and a pack of gum. Why so big? Between the campaign, multiplayer, and enough graphical detail to spot the sweat on your enemy's brows. Cold War isn't just a game, it's an experience. Too bad your storage space might not survive the war. Number 3, Quantum Break, 178 gigabytes. Quantum Break isn't just a game, it's part sci-fi action, part TV show, literally. After each gameplay segment, you watch a live-action episode where your decisions shape the story. Who knew your SSD would moonlight as a streaming service? In the game, you control Jack Joyce, who manipulates time to solve puzzles, dodge bullets, and beat up bad guys. The graphics are stunning and the gameplay is smooth, until your hard drive screams, "Stop!" Seriously, 178 gigabytes? What is this, Netflix? Number 2, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, 180 gigabytes. This isn't your grandpa's World War II game. Medal of Honor. Above and Beyond takes the franchise to virtual reality, letting you storm Normandy beaches and sabotage Nazi operations in fully immersive 360-degree glory. The game's gallery mode even won an Oscar for its documentary content, making it the only game on this list with Hollywood credentials. But here's the catch. At 180 gigabytes, you might need to delete half your Steam library to make room. Number 1, Ark Survival Evolved, 435 gigabytes. And finally, we arrive at the absolute unit of PC games, Ark Survival Evolved. With a staggering 435 gigabyte install size, this game isn't just big, it's a behemoth. In Ark, you're stranded on an island filled with dinosaurs, fantasy monsters, and the occasional angry player who just wants to steal your stuff. Build bases, tame creatures, and ride a T-Rex into battle like the prehistoric warrior you've always dreamed of being. But fair warning, between the expansions, mods, and the game's sheer love for chewing up storage, Ark is less a game and more a life commitment. So there you have it, the top 10 biggest PC games that'll make your hard drive weep. Which of these monsters have you dared to download? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on more gaming madness. Oh, and maybe start saving up for a new SSD. You're going to need it.